From you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The L.A. Rams taking the field here. There's Jared Goff. He'll be under center for the 3-0 Rams, who beat Cleveland last week 20-13. And Jared Goff, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that game. He also had a fumble, but he did lead him to the victory. And they're going to need him because, gosh, in that game, Todd Gurley just 43 yards rushing.
Yeah, they keep talking about he's healthy, everything's okay, but the numbers don't really support that overall. We'll see as the season progresses, but Jared Goff has a lot of confidence in his right arm and a ton of confidence in the guys who catch passes from him. How about Brandon Cooks? He was huge in this game, and he's probably playing with a little extra desire after not making that catch in the end zone in the Super Bowl last year. And Cooper Kupp, his return has been huge at receiver for the Rams. Really opens up their offense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And again the footwork. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Goff now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on plays that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Miami's offense coming back here. Good time for me to ask you about the game that you called last week in between Miami and the Dallas Cowboys. 31-6. Miami, they hung in there for a half, but and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to it after the pick six. Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Dude, we can't get stopped. You see me out here. That's right. We can't
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Flush to his right. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now Natson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rams offense working their way back out here at 3-0 on the young season. Interestingly tied with the San Francisco 49ers atop the NFC West, also at 3-0. But let's look ahead for the Rams. They host Tampa Bay, then they'll travel to Seattle. How much do you like this Rams team, Charles?
I like them a lot because we've seen throughout history teams that get to the Super Bowl and don't win traditionally struggle.
He's got it at the 15. And now running right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who wills? And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Come on.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL, but Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
Now he'll let it go. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second and very short. Goff escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Goff.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff now looking to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. They go play action. Fitzpatrick going to look deep for Wilson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let this. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we've tried...
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. 30. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Fitzpatrick, they'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Pass incomplete. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And, look, Daniel Jones looked good. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Still. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Fighting through, and he's got space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far, this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Throwing on third and long. Fitzpatrick, catch made, right side by Wilson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From midfield now on second down. Goff on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he hits Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, and now some space to operate. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there, a punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the route is on here in this first half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. To throw, Fitzpatrick, and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fitzpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Breaks through the contact. Fights free yet again. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Got a man it's caught inside the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. It's complete to Drake. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Here's Natson pushing through the contact. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out to his left. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined route.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. And that's caught at the 25. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 54 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Goff forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because
and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff dancing to his left. He's letting it. It got his man. Complete. 20, 10, 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Brandon Cooks, 89 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Todd Gurley, 32 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got you. I got you.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. A Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Goff steps away to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now running right through it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll buy some time right, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Fielded at the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Gone. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fitzpatrick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Parker, the intended target. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting